The story begins in a hospital, where our main character, Shen Yi, awakens feeling disoriented. His vision blurs as he notices something strange, a mysterious floating door, glowing ominously with a red aura. Confused, Shen Yi rubs his eyes and examines the door, wondering if someone is playing a prank. But as he approaches, he realizes the door is truly hovering in mid-air, with nothing behind it. Is this some kind of magic trick? He wonders. Gathering his courage, Shen Yi opens the door and steps inside, only to find himself falling into an abyss. The sensation leaves him bewildered. He quickly regains his footing and looks around. What he sees shocks him. A completely dark, otherworldly space. How can there be another space inside the door? He wonders, his heart racing. "Hello? Is anyone there?" he calls out, his voice echoing into the void. Suddenly, a scraping sound begins to grow louder, as if something is being dragged across the ground. Shen Yi freezes, unable to see through the oppressive darkness. The sound draws closer, and before he can react, a massive red skeleton emerges from the shadows, its terrifying form illuminated by the faint red glow of its bones. Shen Yi's survival instincts kick in. Without thinking, he turns and sprints back toward the door, the skeleton chasing him with heavy, thunderous steps. Shen Yi bursts out of the door and slams it shut, panting heavily. "I'm sorry for bothering you. Have a nice day," he shouts through the door as he catches his breath. The ominous door suddenly vanishes into thin air. "What? Where did it go?" Shen Yi mutters, confused. Before he can process what happened, a voice echoes in his mind. "Congratulations. You have awakened the ability, World Link. I finally found you." Shen Yi jumps, looking around frantically. "Who's talking?" he demands. The voice, calm and authoritative, replies telepathically, "Do not panic. I am communicating with you from another world, using a limited form of interdimensional communication. If you don't want to die, follow my instructions carefully." Though still confused, Shen Yi listens as the voice directs him to check his bag for a strange item. Digging through, he pulls out a creepy-looking statue. "Is this it?" he asks hesitantly. "Yes," the voice confirms. "That's the cursed statue of the wicked Ghost King. Someone deliberately placed it near you to curse you, kill you, and steal your soul. But their plan failed, and now you have survived." Suddenly, Shen Yi's memories come flooding back. He realizes with horror that he is not the original owner of this body. The true Shen Yi, a middle schooler, had his soul destroyed by the statue's curse. Shen Yi's own soul, from another world, had seamlessly taken over the body when he died of overwork in his original world. The voice explains further. When the curse fails to kill, it grants unimaginable power. Power accumulated over millennia by stealing souls. You now possess this power. Summon the door again. As Shen Yi watches, the cursed statue in his hands crumbles into dust. Following the voice's instructions, he summons the red door. And this time, a system window appears in front of him. Title acquired, polite person, gray, damaged. Equipping this title grants the following bonus. When you're polite, people will have a slightly better impression of you. Shen Yi stares at the window in disbelief. "Is this some kind of passive skill?" he mutters. The voice, however, grows faint. "Be careful," it warns. "Whoever used that cursed statue on you will return once they realize you're still alive. They might already be on their way." Before disappearing, the voice adds, "I need you. This world you stumbled into is called the Nightmare Realm, the same world I am trapped in. Grow stronger, reach the depths of the Nightmare Realm and set me free. Do this, and I will reward you handsomely. But until then, don't you dare die." The connection breaks, leaving Shen Yi alone. He clenches his fists and sighs. "I barely crossed into this world and someone already wants me dead. But why?" Searching the memories of the original Shen Yi, he finds no evidence of enemies. "Let's equip this title first. I need any edge I can get." Determined, Shen Yi summons the door again. He hesitates briefly, worrying that the red skeleton might still be inside. But he steels himself. "If it's there, I'll just run. As long as I stay near the door, I'll be safe." He steps through the door cautiously and spots the same red skeleton waiting for him in the darkness. Panic threatens to set in, but he forces himself to think logically. What if I could talk to it instead? Communication is the cornerstone of humanity. A skeleton is technically a dead person, and a dead person is still human. Sort of. Armed with his polite person title and a glimmer of hope, Shen Yi takes a deep breath. "Excuse me, sir. May I have a word?" he says, his voice steady but trembling slightly. The red skeleton turns toward him, its glowing eyes narrowing as it looms over him. Shen Yi, feeling the pressure of the situation, nervously activates his polite person title and greets the creature. "Hello there. My name is Shen Yi," he says, bowing slightly. The red skeleton tilts its head, seemingly confused. Sensing an opportunity, Shen Yi offers his sincerest apologies. "I'm terribly sorry for disturbing your meal earlier." Seeing the skeleton remain calm, Shen Yi thinks, "Good, the title seems to be working." Encouraged, he continues, "Actually, I'd like to become your friend." But before Shen Yi can say more, the red skeleton lunges at him, intent on killing him. Shen Yi quickly jumps back through the door, shouting, "Do you really have to be so violent? I just wanted to chat." The skeleton, furious, smashes the door, but Shen Yi manages to slam it shut just in time and escapes back to his room. Catching his breath, he mutters, "That was close," looking at where the door had disappeared. He realizes something important. It looks like if the door gets destroyed, it just vanishes. I knew it. Great titles are such trash. I wonder what new title I got this time. Suddenly, a red, bloody notification window appears in front of him. Titles can only be earned once per day. You've already used today's opportunity. Try again tomorrow. Disappointed, Shen Yi realizes he can't endlessly farm titles. But then another thought strikes him. If that skeleton keeps blocking the door, I won't be able to get better titles tomorrow either. The assassin could show up at any moment. I don't have time for this. With determination, he summons the door again. "I'll bet everything on my past life as a top-tier salesman I will close this deal." Opening the door, he steps through with a confident smile. "Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but I'm back." The red skeleton, enraged, smashes the door again, but Shen Yi simply summons it once more and steps back inside. He addresses the skeleton calmly. "It's no use. You can't eat me, and I can freely travel between our two worlds. We can only talk, and that's that." The skeleton roars in fury and smashes the door again, but Shen Yi doesn't give up. Summoning the door once more, he asks, "Now, are you ready to hear my proposition?" After multiple failed attempts to kill Shen Yi, the red skeleton, frustrated and exhausted, retreats into the darkness of a tunnel. Shen Yi, seeing the skeleton leave, calls out, "Don't go!" He continues, "I noticed you're injured. When you were chomping on people earlier, new bone was growing from the break in your left arm. And it's not just your arm, is it? Your skull, ribs, spine. They're all damaged." The skeleton stops and turns to look at him. Shen Yi quickly pulls out his phone and shows a picture of calcium tablets. "I can't let you eat me, but our world has tons of stuff that's great for your bones. Like these calcium tablets, specifically designed to help with healing. And we've got other supplements that are way more nutritious than I am. If we become friends, I can help you get them." Smiling, Shen Yi adds, "We have a saying where I come from. I'd take a bullet for my friend. Buying calcium tablets is nothing compared to that. Though in your case, I doubt bullets are much of an issue, right?" The red skeleton raises its right hand, summoning a glowing purple orb. Shen Yi, thinking he's about to be attacked, braces himself. "Still no good, huh? Guess I'll have to try something else." But instead of attacking, the skeleton materializes a piece of parchment in the air. Shen Yi steps closer, realizing it's a contract. A notification pops up. "Progenitor of shadowed bones, devourer of corpses, defeated lord of the underworld, Mutlante. Shen Yi blinks in disbelief. "This monster's got some serious credentials. Wait, why are there ellipses after the name?" The notification continues. "Defeated lord of the underworld, Mutlante, Skull Legion 5th Division Battlefield Acquisition Officer." Shen Yi stares at the title and thinks, "So he's just a low-ranking pencil pusher?" The contract details appear next. Contract terms, equal exchange. Addendum. 7 millennia ago, humanity's culture, art, and technology caused the eternal bell of fate to chime 12 times. Even the gods took notice. I hope you can help me regain my strength. The skeleton addresses Shen Yi directly. I do not make contracts with beings other than gods. You should understand the value of this agreement. It is fair. Either party may terminate it at any time. Sign your name, and the contract will be binding. Shen Yi, intrigued, signs the contract. Another notification appears. The human who overcame the curse of the fallen. Evil spirit's gatekeeper, nightmare and reality's sole controller of the two realms. Realizing the gravity of what just happened, Shen Yi mutters, "This is a really big deal." After the contract is sealed, Shen Yi finds himself discharged from the hospital and returned home. His parents greet him warmly. "You just got out of the hospital. Please let us know if you feel unwell," his father says. "Take it easy at home for a few days. Don't stress about anything," his mother adds, handing him a tonic drink. "Take this on an empty stomach. It'll do you good." His father also hands him the calcium tablets he'd asked for. Shen Yi thanks them, overwhelmed by their kindness. "I never received such care in my past life as an orphan," he thinks. "It's so nice to feel loved by family." Just as he's basking in this newfound warmth, there's a knock at the door. When he opens it, two police officers stand outside. "We're from the East Precinct," one of them says. "We'd like to ask you some questions about your case." The older police officer looked at Shen Yi's parents and said solemnly, "Incidents like this happen countless times every year. They're completely unpredictable, and when they do, all you can do is accept your fate. Fortunately, Shen Yi, you've recovered. That's a blessing amidst the misfortune." Shen Yi listened carefully but couldn't shake the feeling that the officers knew more than they were letting on. He pieced together the implications. The real Shen Yi was killed by a monster, summoned by that cursed statue. A sad expression crossed his face as he spoke. "So next time something like this happens, we're all just supposed to leave it to fate?" The older officer fell silent, unable to respond. But the younger officer standing behind him, his right hand clearly mechanical with a metallic sheen, stepped forward. "Ward, I know you're upset," he said, his voice steady. "But there's something you should know. The higher-ups have approved it. The hospital where this incident occurred will soon be abandoned. No one will be allowed to enter again. Rest assured there won't be any more victims." Shen Yi's gaze shifted to the younger officer's uniform, noting the 3 stars on his badge. A sergeant, and he's still so young, he thought. "Thank you for telling me," Shen Yi said, his voice polite but tinged with nervousness. "It's just, I'm worried someone's targeting me." The young sergeant gave him a reassuring nod. "Don't worry too much. You're just a middle schooler with a simple social circle. We haven't found any evidence of anyone holding a grudge against you." With that, the officers began to leave. "We have other duties to attend to," the sergeant said. "We won't bother you any longer." As they walked away, Shen Yi reflected on their conversation. The curse from the wicked Ghost King's statue is incredibly powerful. Not even the police or the government can do anything about it. It's obvious they're terrified and would rather stay far away from it. But something didn't add up. Why me? Why would someone use such a powerful curse against a normal middle schooler? Lost in thought, he was startled when the young sergeant returned, handing Shen Yi a card. "If anything feels off, call me directly," the sergeant said. Shen Yi accepted the card and looked at the name. Sergeant Luo Fechuan. "Guess not everyone in the police force is useless," Shen Yi mused. "But can I trust him? Or rather, can he actually help me? If the police and the government can't do anything, what can one sergeant do?" His thoughts grew darker. "Now that word has spread about me being alive, whoever is after me won't let this slide. What if they target my family?" Determined, Shen Yi clenched his fists. "I have to get stronger as soon as possible." Summoning the red dimension door again, this time armed with calcium tablets and a smile, he stepped through and called out, "Big Skelly, I'm back!" The red skeleton emerged from the darkness, looming over him. "I brought you the calcium tablets you wanted," Shen Yi said, holding them up. But the skeleton pointed at Shen Yi's pocket. Curious, Shen Yi pulled out the tonic his mother had given him. "You want this instead?" he asked. In response, the skeleton retrieved the contract they had made earlier. A notification appeared in front of Shen Yi. "The other party desires the tonic in your possession. As a battlefield acquisition officer, the giant skeleton has selected an item from its collection of war spoils. a relic from an enemy soldier, offering it in exchange for your tonic. Low-tier nightmare crystal, a relic crafted by high elves, who were once enemies of the giant skeleton. This crystal can directly instill knowledge, skills, techniques, or intelligence into the user. In the realm of nightmares, all civilization and knowledge serve to enhance combat prowess. Shen Yi's eyes lit up as he took the crystal. A crystal that grants knowledge and skills? This sounds amazing. I'm in. Without hesitation, he snapped the crystal, activating its power. A red notification window appeared. You have learned Moonlit Deerwalk. Moonlit Deerwalk, the primary movement technique used by Elven soldiers designed to counter the undead. This technique allows the user to evade, dash, and sidestep. Shen Yi grinned. Never thought I'd trade a single tonic for an Elven movement technique. At least now I have a way to defend myself. The red skeleton took the calcium tablets as well and retreated back into the shadows. Shen Yi folded his arms and muttered, "Hiding in the dark, huh? We signed a contract. What's with all the secrecy?" Shaking his head, he decided to focus on practicing the Moonlit Deerwalk technique. But as he was about to leave, another notification appeared. Moonlit Deerwalk, first form evasion, requires agility points. 3. Assessing your physical attributes. Agility points, 2. You need one more agility point. Shen Yi sighed. This really is like a video game. Before he could ask the system how to increase his agility, a voice from behind interrupted him. "You really are alive? How is that possible, I wonder?" Shen Yi spun around, his heart pounding. Outside his window stood a man dressed in black, a dagger glinting in his hand. The man smirked, his voice dripping with malice. "Let's see what you're really made of." The assassin leapt through the window into Shen Yi's room, gripping a dagger with deadly intent. Without hesitation, he slashed at Shen Yi, but Shen Yi's reflexes kicked in just in time. He dodged the attack with a quick sidestep. The killer, clearly impressed by Shen's reflexes, smirked. "Not bad, kid. Quick on your feet." Shen Yi took a deep breath, his heart racing. He couldn't believe someone had already been sent to kill him. Attempting to calm the situation, Shen Yi activated his polite person title and greeted the assassin. "Hello, sir. Is there something I can help you with?" The assassin didn't pause, lunging at Shen Yi again. "Yeah, you can die for me," he growled. Shen Yi was stunned to see his title had no effect. The system chimed in with an explanation. The polite person title is a gray, broken title, the lowest tier in the Nightmare Realm's ranking system. Skills, techniques, titles, and equipment are ranked from gray, broken, to purple, 1 in a million. Higher ranks provide stronger effects. Realizing the polite person title was almost useless, Shen Yi gritted his teeth. "Damn it! No wonder it didn't work!" As the assassin relentlessly attacked, Shen Yi dodged frantically, barely keeping up. But the killer grew impatient, pulling a gun from his pocket and aiming it at Shen Yi. "Your fancy footwork won't save you from a bullet," he sneered. Seeing the gun, Shen Yi's heart sank. He knew he couldn't keep dodging forever. Suddenly, a notification popped up in front of him. Titles can be consumed to gain status points. The higher the title's rank, the more points you'll gain. Furious, Shen Yi shouted at the system. "These things are consumable! Why didn't you tell me this sooner?" Without wasting any time, Shen Yi ordered the system to consume his polite person title. A notification flashed. "You have gained 1 status point. Put it into agility now," Shen Yi commanded. His agility increased from 2 to 3, crossing the threshold required to activate Moonlit Deerwalk. First form, evasion. As the assassin pulled the trigger, Shen Yi used Moonlit Deerwalk, vanishing from his original spot and reappearing behind the assassin. The killer was momentarily stunned, but Shen Yi didn't hesitate. He summoned the Nightmare World door and stepped through it quickly. The assassin, enraged, chased after Shen Yi and leaped through the door. "You can't get away from me!" he yelled. Inside, the assassin found himself in a dark, eerie tunnel. Confused, he muttered, "What the hell is this? A secret passage?" He cautiously moved forward, searching for Shen Yi. Meanwhile, Shen Yi, hiding behind the door, smirked, stepping back through the portal into his own world. He shouted, "Later, Mr. Assassin!" The assassin, hearing Shen Yi's voice from behind, spun around and lunged at him. But before he could reach Shen Yi, the dimension door vanished. The assassin was now trapped in the nightmare world, face to face with the terrifying red skeleton. The skeleton roared and opened its massive jaws, devouring the assassin in one swift bite. As it consumed the assassin, the damaged bones of the skeleton began to regenerate. Back in his room, Shen Yi let out a sigh of relief. That was way too close. There are probably more assassins coming. I need to get stronger, fast. As he contemplated his next move, a notification window appeared. Your sacrifice of a living creature has pleased the other party. Adhering to the principle of equal exchange, the other party offers items in return, and the contract is recognized. You have received Pale Shadow Crown and Silver War Medal. Shen Yi's eyes widened. 2 items? And they're both green quality. The system provided descriptions. Pale Shadow Crown, green equipment, excellent. An item imbued with high-level shadow magic from the Gloom Abyss. When worn, it disguises the user as a member of the elf race. Crafted by the undead. Silver War Medal. A symbol of honor within the Nightmare Realm's elven forces, awarded only to soldiers who have achieved great feats. Wearing this medal will teleport you to elven territory. Shen Yi grinned. This skeleton's a pragmatist. It wanted to eat me at first, but now it's showering me with goodies. Let's see how this Pale Shadow Crown works. Putting on the crown, Shen Yi's body transformed. His skin became flawless, his ears elongated, and his features turned elegant and refined. "Holy cow!" he exclaimed. "It actually works! I'm an elf! This is awesome!" Excited, he planned his next move. "As soon as I get another title tomorrow, I'm heading straight for elf territory to loot everything." Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. His excitement turned to dread. "Who's there?" he asked nervously. "Don't tell me it's another assassin."